Now here for Prevenge, film that you directed. I saw you at Dinner where you had your baby with you as well.
Yes.
And you have a story about that, how you went about making the film.
So, Jamie Adams came to me after I made Black Mountain Poets with him and said, do you want to do another film? And I was 6 months pregnant and I thought that meant that I couldn't. And I went away and just went, what am I doing? I'm turning down this amazing opportunity. I want to make a feature film. Why aren't I just going for it? And so I pitched the idea of a pregnant revenge spree, and the company loved it. And Jamie Adams actually said to me, well, the thing is I make rom-coms, so I think you should direct it as well. And I was just a bit like, oh yeah, because it's not enough of a challenge to direct and act. I'll be pregnant as well. And but actually I thought if I can pull it off, it might be the best move I've made. And I went for it, and I sort of took that risk and made the film, and it just meant that we had 2 months essentially to do pre-production, write the script, pre-production, and then film. But yeah, it's turned out all right.
It has turned out all right.
And now we're here.
It's a proper horror as well. Is that a genre that you're drawn to naturally?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, I've always been into horror. I did a comedy show about 10 years ago called Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, which is a kind of written by Richard Ayoade and Matt Holness, which is a kind of a horror show. But even before that, I've always been a massive horror fan, and a lot of my stuff tends towards that way. So that's just what comes out. I don't plan it, it just sort of comes out.
And how about directing? Is that something that you think you'll do again and that you're drawn to?
Yeah, definitely. I think I've got the bug now, definitely. I just love to be able to create stuff, and I love working as a team, and I love like that camaraderie that you have, especially when you're doing low budget stuff. Not that I wouldn't like a bigger budget, obviously, but when you're doing low budget stuff, you form a real sort of gang, and you're just all working together to be creative, and I actually really love that.
Well, I've seen Prevenge, and there are some incredibly violent scenes in there as well. What was the hardest scene for you to film?
It's funny because some of the more violent scenes were actually hilarious to film. There was one bit where Tom Davis, we had to sort of pour blood on his groin, and I had to pretend to sort of cut him with a knife, which was actually made of cardboard. But the cardboard was going floppy because of the blood. And Tom did say to me, you're just stroking my thigh with a piece of cardboard. And we were actually laughing so much that the camera was juddering. I think you can see it slightly in that scene. There's a bit of a judder all the way through. In terms of, difficult. I don't know. I mean, I'm used to filming quite fast, and so it was always a position of thinking laterally, like, does this work? Okay, that bit doesn't quite work. We'll just edge that out of the frame, and this, So in terms of difficult, I don't know. I had a really incredible special effects team that I was working with, so I think all of it turned out pretty well, actually. I'm sort of pretty amazed that it all worked. But there are times when you've got blood spurting out and you're like, how are we going to get this? Like in the reptile shop, we had blood. We had a tube stuck up Dan Renton Skinner's shirt, and people pumping, going, this is the take, and blood didn't come out of his neck. It just sort of came out of his back. And he was like, I can feel it seeping into my pants. And we were just like, okay. So there's like loads of things that happen like that, but with low budget film you just push on and you just find a way of doing it, making it work. So that was the sort of thing that was happening all the time, but actually I love it. I'm addicted to that kind of thing. I'm like, this is what keeps me going when you're shooting, is like the excitement and the hilarity and I don't know, it's just fun. I find it brilliantly fun.
Well, it's had a great reaction so far, so thank you so much.
Thanks so much, lovely to see you.
Pleasure, you too. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey You Guys!